is, but we're going to pick up with our projects and move forward. So I'm going to put my camera down
My camera.
and show you where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, Terry, that's pretty.
Oh, that is pretty.
Oh, thank you.
So I didn't put any stencils down, but I did manage to get the background going. So I'll catch up. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
So where I'm at, that sounds great, Lori. Where I'm at is I've done my background. I've left some of the paper showing. I used a lot of stencils over it to get these different colors in. And then I stenciled in where I want my flowers to go. And now I'm going to paint my flowers and I'm going to add some more little marks. I have some mark making stencils here. And keep this kind of in the turquoisey blue. I have some yellow ochre in here, and I'm going to do some peach, I think. So a very limited palette. Terry, where are you taking yours?
Okay, well, this one was one that I'd already had, and I just used a lot of negative painting stencils to get some color. And this one
Nice.
I think I'm going to actually use as a floral with a vase. So I'm going to put that one aside for right now. But I wanted to show that you can do negative painting with the inserts of stencils. I guess that's what they're called. I have a lot of these things that came out of my stencils, which I really like. So those are more of masks. So for mine, now I'm deciding on my color and I'm deciding on my main focus. And I think I went outside and I got some leaves and I think I'm going to play with some direct thing with leaves and do a mask and then go from there. So
Cool.
that's what I'm doing.
Yep, and I'm playing catch up since I wasn't here last week. So I've applied some collage papers down. I actually took some old vintage patterns like Simplicity and Butterick patterns and made a background from that along with some of my gel prints. And I'm liking like this pink and this yellow tones and a little bit of green in there. So I think I'm going to go with that scheme a little bit and see where it leads me.
Very cool. Now, where did you find those vintage patterns?
So very interesting. My husband likes, we never buy, but we like to walk through antique stores sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And so we went into antique store and they had a whole bunch of them. So I got like 2 or 3 of them.
Very cool.
These will be great for collage work. And, I've had them in my stash probably for a couple of years and haven't. So this was a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's so funny, because I think I have a little bit, there's my vintage pattern right in there. I did kind of the same thing. I was going through stuff and found some old patterns. So I have a little bit in mine.
Oh, that's interesting. Also one of the things that I found that I haven't used yet was I have some old TV guides. I thought that would be interesting because they have illustrations and stuff that are kind of okay.
Well, I put my act together here, which isn't that together, but hey, getting my act together.
When you figure that one out, let me know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So
I'm just going to add a little bit of more stencil work on here. It's very subtle, but just a little bit more color here and there. Maybe some straight lines. Since a lot of my stencil underneath is kind of swirly.
I tend to use a gel plate as a mixing palette.
Oh, good idea.
And then when it's all over, so I'm going to mix some colors together on this gel plate. And the pattern that I use underneath of this was a bit of had old alcohol ink on it. And what I'm finding is that the alcohol ink just wants to keep on creeping back. I still see all this.
It does. It really does rise to the top.
It rises to the top. So I am going to do a palette that I usually don't do, which is much pinker than normal. Because I'm more of your colors, Corrine. But let's see what happens with this. I'm gonna just kind of play a little bit here with some color and mix it up and see what happens. So we'll see. I've got
Cool.
this mask that I want to use
Mm-hmm.
for some color, and we'll see how that works. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know whether it's a stencil or a mask. I use it more as a mask because I cut out most of the stencil-y parts.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I want to add some more different colors to the thing. So we'll see how it works, and it may not work.
Mm-hmm.
But this is definitely going to be more on the yellow, pink, warm side than the warm cools that you're doing.
Well, I have cools, and now I'm going to add my warms.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to add some color in here. I think I'm going to do my stems first.
No, I don't like that. So that worked for the I don't like that. So now I'm going to see what I can do to just kind of, so it didn't, one of the things that I love about this kind of stuff is if you don't like it, you can change your mind,
Right.
which I so
Just
frequently do.
put another layer on.
Just put another layer on. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there, but I'm going to throw another layer on and work with some darks and some lights here. So when it doesn't work, let it go. So, but we'll see.
So for those people in the membership, this month's project, just to let you know, is something I learned from Terry. And so it is a multi-layered tissue paper. And I was thinking about doing it here on in Fridays, but it takes a while for the first layer to dry. Took
Yeah.
a couple hours. So that is in the member area on the website, and I then made some mixed media cards with the paper, and so there's two videos in there. So one with me making the paper and one with me making the cards. So hopefully give you some good ideas and be a fun project.
Wow, that's awesome.
That sounds fabulous. I
I have to thank
really
Terry for teaching me how to do it. And give credit where credit is due.
Well, I'm trying to remember when I taught you, but it was
It was a couple years
years
back.
ago. Yeah.
And it was a class at the John C. Campbell School
Campbell.
that I
Oh,
was
okay.
actually assisting you with.
Oh, cool.
So yeah.
And I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just having fun here. Because I've been doing so much in the way of um, the cold wax and oil practicing for the class, I'm very into actually just using powder
Layers.
too, and layers. Yes.
Lots of layers.
Lots of layers. So I'm just kind of into just playing with different colors and different layers.
Mm-hmm.
And letting it all kind of sing together. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to resist from grabbing the power wax, but I might not be able to resist that. It's sitting up there, so maybe I'll try it. So this is Power Tex wax with acrylic. Um, so I may do a few layers with that later, but I think I'm going to have to do some more, putting more stuff in. So, but I'm thinking that this is all going to get a nice layer of a color, and this is going to look springy. We'll see.
So I haven't used the Power Tex wax with the acrylics. How do you like that compared to your cold wax and oil?
I love cold wax and oil. The power wax is not as impressive. It
Okay.
dries too fast. It doesn't layer as well,
Uh-huh.
but it's fun. So, and so I like it. I don't love it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I like it. I don't love it. So but it does kind of give me a little bit of extra layering capabilities. And
Capability.
it's really good if I want to put deep texture in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm not thinking deep texture. I'm still kind of working on what my basics are going to be. And it's still working. I'll go take all of this stuff and go to I have to go to my studio today, and I'll take it all in and kind of play with it there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at this, and I actually like the energy that's in it. I just haven't quite figured out exactly where I'm going with it. So I really like your flower. That was a stencil that you had? I really like that
The
one.
flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Get rid of that. Sean, it's a Sean Petit stencil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she does really great outline stencils for like flowers
Yeah.
and stuff. I love her stuff.
And well, and then from there, I can just paint these however I want, but I didn't have to actually um it's just a way to start. It's an easy way to start.
Yeah, I like that as a way to start. And I'm standing up here working.
So I want a little bit of this green in here, but I don't want it to be, I just want kind of a shade of the color. And so what I'm doing is putting it down. I have a rag because it's cheaper than buying paper towel. And I'm just kind of wiping this back and getting this corner kind of green. A little color down there. And I want to make sure I carry some of that color up into this top corner because that just feels like something balancing it out a little bit. So the colors that I use in the flowers, I'm going to end up putting a little bit of it around in the painting as well to just kind of unify it. And I'm adding a little bit of water to this paint I put down here because I just want a green kind of stain up in here.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll come back and work more on those leaves later. I want to let that dry a little bit. I say that and I know I'm going to go right back in it.
Right. That's isn't that the way it always goes though? It's like,
Yes.
okay, why am I doing that?
Another
How
color
am
in
I
here. I'm
doing
trying to
this?
keep my strokes very loose. I don't want this to be, fine art. Oh, that's pretty, Terry. You're using a mask.
Yeah, I'm using a mask.
Oh, that's a great stencil, Lori. Where'd you find that?
Oh, what a wonderful stencil.
It might have been one of when Temu first came out, like a lot of
Oh, right. Yeah, I think I got one of those.
other stencils.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I like them anymore because they say they copy other people, but I think this is one of those.
Yeah, I stopped buying the Temu for the same reason because they were copying, because I realized that they were kind of definitely copying other people, but I also got some good ones.
But I got a bunch of mine on Amazon. Crafters Work, is it Crafters?
Crafters Workshop.
I like Crafters Workshop.
Yeah.
I love Crafters Workshop. That might be too dark. So when it's too dark, this is what I love about playing with this stuff. When it's too dark, you can just pull it up.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I really must move on.
I'm gonna try this and see what happens when I end up with some interesting shapes here. So what's next? Another Warm, very
think
warm in the greens here.
My first layer on here, and then we'll just add lighter layers.
So, Corinne, what do you do whenever you're applying through a stencil? Do you use a sponge like this or?
I have stencil brushes and I never use them.
Yeah.
Basically, I have a container of them here. I'm just using a makeup sponge,
Yeah, that's what I got here. Yeah.
and then I wash them out.
You
And
can
you can
reuse.
get a few uses out of them.
Right. Good idea.
Is
Yeah,
that what you're using?
Yeah, I'm using a makeup sponge. Yeah.
Every once in a while, I use a brush.
yeah, I'm
but-
using a brush for this one because it's a little difficult to get what I'm looking for. So I'm using a brush. But I also kind of wet it a little bit in places so the stencil's staying down, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
We'll see how this works.
Now, are we planning next week to continue on this project? Are we doing something different?
Oh, next Friday?
Yes.
Mhm.
I think it depends on where everybody is.
Okay.
I was planning on multi-layered paper, which is that we could then use in collage.
Okay.
Good.
Sort of, so this, again, one of Terry's concepts, but find the treasure deal. But something like that. But if we're still working on these, I think we can share with everybody our process as we go along.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's up
Yeah.
to you. I mean, I would like to work on mine during a week, but that's always wishful thinking usually these days.
Uh-huh. We can do this, we can continue next Friday, and then we have Wednesday night this month.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for that, I thought maybe because we have an hour, we could, since it's all about growth this month, and we're kind of doing that through botanicals and other things. I thought maybe we could work on some expressive trees,
Mhm.
using stencils and collage um, and just kind of do that theme.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't have it in my head yet, but I will do that this week.
It'll be in your head by the time it.
Oh, yeah.
It will. It will.
No. Okay, I have no idea what this is going to end up.
Although being Mother's Day weekend, I think I might have a little time to work to do some.
Oh,
Yeah, my family will let me have my time.
Wow.
oh, right, because they're
person-
right.
Watch
I'm liking some of this.
Okay.
So for years when I lived up north, Mother's Day weekend was when I got to go to the nursery. So every Mother's Day, I got to go to the nursery and pick out plants, which of course back then I couldn't plant till Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Hey, kids who are up north.
Yes, but that was my big thing was leave me alone. I'm gonna go get plants. And kind of design my garden for the summer.
So I don't know where this is going. I'm just playing with it, but I'm kind of liking it.
Good.
So I find that that's just keep on working.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and you don't have to get all upset at one specific, one spot. I used to get, something's wrong there. I've got to fix it. And you might find out that it was exactly right where it was supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
So that's the other thing that I have learned with all of this. And I like it to be very loose and free. I don't want it to be super anything. Ooh, yours is very pretty. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my center yet. I'm liking this kind of textured stuff, and I think I want to put some more textured stuff up there. And I need a little, like you said, Corinne, I need to get a little more of this color over in different places. So I might throw some somewhere else. We'll see. Okay, where am I going? How's our time going, girls?
Well, let's see. We're at 11:23, believe it
Okay,
or not.
I know this just goes too fast. But as I said, the good news is that I have to go into the gallery today, but I can take this with me into the gallery
Mm-hmm.
and then it gives me something to focus on. Try not to focus on some of this. Last weekend I did a bunch of cold wax and oil demos in the gallery. I've got to go see what they look like. You know, where you put them away in the closet for a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I was just looking around my room here and I probably have, I don't know how many unfinished projects. I'm like, gotta finish something.
Yeah, that's kind of where I go at times. Got to get something finished. Feel like there is a gate back here of some kind.
A gate.
Yeah, I got this thing that just happened back there, or a fence or something back there. I'm not quite sure what's back there.
Oh, yeah,
You see what I'm talking about
I
there?
do.
Door or a gate or something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just having fun kind of even doing a little bit of just painting around. Just
Yeah, trying this. I'm getting my hand in the paint.
yeah.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
fill
what
in.
kind of center do I want for that? I'm not gonna leave, I'm gonna leave that center alone. I think I want more up there. Yeah.
That looks better.
Oh, there's my wife. So I think I'll take the power wax in with me. I'm not ready to use any power wax yet, so I just
Mm-hmm.
want to, but I'm thinking I might want to take it into the studio with me.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. God only knows what I'm doing. So. And I like showing through, I mean, with mine, I don't know if you can see, but you can still see some of the letters and the music and all showing through. And I like that. I don't want to,
Yeah.
I want it to be a little, um, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, mine are kind of showing through too, and I really like that.
Yeah, I really do. I like it. So, oh, I love that stencil too. I got that one too, Lori.
You do?
Yeah, it's a really nice one.
Oh, I have that one too. I love that stencil.
I do. I love that stencil. It's in
Lighter.
here somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
I finally took most of my stencils that'll fit, and
put them in a book.
I did. I did like what you've done.
Yeah,
Um, and the what do you call them? The paper holder things.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. The ones that fit, and at least this way. And I have such a small space to work in. I've been really good about putting them away when I'm done.
Yep, the same here.
so I can find them next time. I find because I have such a small space, if I don't put things away where they always are kept, then I go to work and I can't find anything.
Yeah, I try to do that. The other day I spent 25 or 30 minutes just putting stencils away because they, you know,
Yes.
yeah, I have a really big one and I'm trying to keep on looking at thrift stores because that's where you'll find it. You can get old album, where they used
Oh,
to
yeah.
the album things.
Like picture album stuff.
Picture album stuff, but I bet you we could fit the 12 by 12s in there. I've
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of 12 by 12s from I love the larger ones from the crafters work
Yeah, I have a bunch of those.
Yeah, I have some of those.
and I love them.
Mine are in a like a little one of those plastic bins. They fit perfectly in there.
Mm-hmm.
And but I have to rummage through them so that I can't like flip through.
Flip through them. Yeah, that's where I'm running in with mine, that I really want something else. So I'm getting happy with this. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the background, but I'm getting happier. Not not done, but I may actually put more collage in on this.
I've got lots of layers of paint on there. I
I'm
probably
gonna
need
have
to
to let I'm at the stage where I have to let mine dry now.
I can
Yeah.
see that. If you
But
look, and we're right there, we're at 11:29, so
That's right. And
well,
we're
I'm
doing
thinking
everybody's.
that ladies, what do you think? I think that I want to push some of the paint. I pulled the paint to like put some pop in it, which worked. But now I want to push some of that back, and then I do a bouquet of flowers on each one of these.
oh,
Yeah,
good.
that's a great idea.
Yeah,
And I think with
dry before.
mine, I'm going to develop this back here. I may put a hummingbird or
Very
a,
nice.
because I think, or a bird of some kind in here. I think I have, or dragonflies. I think I might have dragonfly napkins.
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
Might point something like that back there. But I'm liking these loose, just kind of like you're looking up into uh, a garden. It's very loose and it's not really much of anything. But I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I have to develop this one a little more. The secondary is looking not good, but I love this down here. I really love it. And I have to decide
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
what it's going to be. And then put a critter or something up here and get this light. This needs to be a bit lighter back up there. So that's where
Mhm.
my thinking is. And yours is beautiful, Corrine.
Thank you. So I still have my colors mixed on my palette. So I'm gonna go and add some of these just touches of the colors that are in the flowers into the background in various places.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just to kind of unify the composition. And I guess next it's gonna be hard not to touch this for a week.
Yeah.
I just want to get it.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we work on it during the week and just show where we are next week.
Yeah, and if we're that's probably good. And then if we do need to finish up, we can, and if not, we can start another exercise. So
Yeah,
I like that idea.
yeah, I
okay.
like that idea too. And if I do end up using some power wax, I'll try to video myself doing it.
Oh,
So I
good.
can add that addition in there.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds great. All
that
right.
sounds
Thanks
great, guys.
everyone for joining us. And if you enjoyed today's session, please visit our website, exploremixmedia.com, where we have monthly projects, special Zoom sessions for our members, a resource center. And so take a look and we'll see you all next Friday.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Bye-bye.
Corey.